Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 2 as Germany, episode number 34. We coming off the tail end of this huge battle against the Russians, which was just, it was what an event. I don't really even know how to put it into words, so I guess it's indescribable. At least for me at this moment, it literally is indescribable. Just the number of ships involved and the number of ships that we were able to sink, pretty phenomenal battle. And it's left the Russians reeling. We're blockading them, which is not too surprising by itself anyway. What has happened since I ended the last episode? I actually have edited all the air groups. And one of the things I right now have everything as a flying boat. It's worth probably considering the different aircraft that we have right now. We have a really good quality, good reliability torpedo bomber, which has also very good statistics, and it's up against another torpedo bomber which only has the merit of very slightly faster speed and much longer range. Now, I don't think that that's going to be necessary. I kind of think that our current torpedo bomber may even be better. But this one's under development, and although I'm very tempted to obsolete her immediately, so that she is basically just not ever used as our torpedo bomber, I don't know. This is a very good torpedo bomber, considering it was 1927, and this is 4 years newer, and the only way it's better is that it has a heavier bomb load, but mostly what we want our torpedo bombers to do is, of course, bomb with torpedoes. So we have a new fighter under request right now, and that's after the somewhat disappointing firepower of 4, which has not somehow improved in 5 years. So we're hoping for firepower of 5 or more. Remember, these numbers go from 0 to 20. So the fact that it's getting close to 1940, and we can't muster some kind of machine guns or, cannons, some kind of higher firepower is a little concerning to me. So the interesting thing about the medium bombers is that they can carry torpedoes as a medium load, apparently. So that's pretty interesting. I think that's what this means. So these medium bombers might actually be really effective. I've never really taken advantage of them. Is that how it works, though? Can you send them out on torpedo naval strikes, or do they just do level bombing? So I'm trying to think of maybe if it's like the Japanese. I think it was medium bombers who sank the Prince of Wales. What was it called? Force Z. But maybe they were torpedo bombers. I can't remember. Oh, but actually they might have been dropping bombs, not torpedoes. So anyway, I don't know. Everything is very fuzzy in my memory. I don't have a very good memory when it comes to these events in history. I probably read about them once and then, or multiple times, but just forget anyway. So let's push on, now that it's already been almost, not quite 4 minutes, but in the future, by the way, our monthly balance is now going it was -1 at the end of the last video, and now it's almost -7, so this is very expensive. And I forgot, by the way, we have to do this, damn it. We want to build and expand our bases, which is unfortunately also going to cost a fair amount, but I think it's worth doing. And thankfully we already have the airbase template set up, which is just the 20 naval whatever. And what I'll probably have to do, this is going to be really annoying. So just to get the single, this is the simplest thing you can do, is just add a single thing. And okay, so the thing which is added first is not a flying boat by default. Actually, you have to choose something anyway, so never mind. Basically, I was trying to say I was adding 1 unit of 20 to keep my life simple, to make this air group management as fast as possible. And it still took me, maybe not quite, but about, I was going to say maybe 10 minutes, but maybe it was 8 to 10 minutes. That's still a lot of time to invest just to manage your air force, so I wasn't too happy about it. And wow, that's apparently -10 million. The number keeps jumping around. It's probably because, well, this is wrong anyway. It's 647 single engine aircraft at 8. And those are actually going to be multi-engined, but I'm not really sure where that extra jump just came from. Well, presumably from the construction of those new things. Anyway. So we're going to copy these air groups because it should just be the naval bomber one. Okay, good. We got our Sternbringers working up. And our Schlichtings, I can't remember their name, are now back out. Schlichtings. Okay, the new torpedo bomber is ready, but we don't know its characteristics quite yet. Okay, so 12. We only sank, although we're on unrestricted, we only sank 6 merchants, but I guess blockading them means we're only really sinking the Italian ones at this point. And we should be getting a lot of, we'll accept that. We should be getting a lot of victory points for blockading as well. Small engagement. I'll fight these things, yeah. Let's attack enemy ships. So small engagement with the Graf Zeppelin, huh? Okay, well, if it's with the Graf Zeppelin, we need to deploy some scouts. I really don't think we need them going 300. Their maximum range is less than that anyway, it appears. So let's do something like this. And let's control this so that we actually get a nice arc. 300. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Looks like they need to be slightly less than this. Go 8. There we go. So 318. I think we'll do something like this. Okay, let's do this just to be very safe. And then the left-hand side, I think that's okay. Put up a heavy cap because we don't really need to. I'm not planning to escort. Okay, we're so far away from anything Russian over here that we should be okay. We shouldn't really need escorts, but we may want a cap just in case. Actually, I guess it's the same difference, right? We may need less of a cap because there's no Russian air bases over here, but also we need more of a cap because we're not going to need to escort our ships as much. Or maybe it might even mean that you would need less of a cap if you're not near their air bases. I don't really care. I don't really mind if they're escorted or not. Let's just protect our own ships, so let's do that. And we'll kind of leave our bombers a little bit vulnerable, but that's fine. So we'll wait for that to happen. Let's take a look at the air groups. So we do have a lot of different naval bombers. I mean, flying boats. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. There's also the Graf Zeppelin ships, which honestly we might as well start readying for launch right away. I guess that I hit ready for strike. I'll ready this group with perfect 7 fighters, and we'll ready these guys for a strike. We don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully that means they'll pull the recon out of the other squadron. So let's advance a month and then see what happens. I don't even remember. This is a small engagement, but oh, I'm very happy. This is the kind of small engagement I can get behind. Our Fire Draka class leading the charge. As soon as we get control of the Graf Zeppelin, I will pull her down south, a little bit behind our battle cruisers. Still nothing, huh? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Should be very soon. Oh, we have it. Okay, good. Pause, pause, pause. All right. Let's get these guys. Let's actually keep them on screen formation and move south with the Graf Zeppelin, even south and southeast, I'm even going to say. A lot of these airships are launching as well, which will give us a second wave of detection. We actually kind of want to wait. I really want to utilize our air. I probably even should have said no search. So these are ready to go, and let's ready whoever else is left, which should be 11 of them. Now, can both of these launch? No, that's still too much. But we will ready the other 11, and we'll ready the... Well, the fighters are ready to go, so we'll ready this by itself. What is this? Where is this happening? Do I have any reports? We have no naval bases. 2 friendly parasite fighters attack escort. Fighter escort attack. 1 torpedo bomber. So that means that their scouts are out. Oh, no. I'm looking for red. Big red bubbles. Those are my scouts. Where the hell is this torpedo bomber? Oh, you know what it could be? It could be way over here. Okay, so we'll ignore those messages. Those are happening over in the Baltic. Like Raval. That's that's as far northeast in the Baltic as we can go. So let's not get these guys to go that way. Let's get just the Graf Zeppelin to pull back a bit. Our plan here is to find them and launch a strike the moment we can. And like I said, here's the second wave, and this is pretty cool. It shows you the kind of uselessness of the air ships at this point. They're on recon, but look at the flying boats are just way ahead of them and have much longer range. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, there. We got our first detection. Let's just not even wait another moment. Let's launch. I'm not waiting. I'm launching. We'll probably very soon detect them as well. Good, so the middle one appears to be the right one so far, which I'm happy to see. Let's not show the recon. Let's not show the cat. Damn it. I really just wish you could isolate by only the Graf Zeppelin here. But anyway, it's showing us here that we have 1 not ready fighter. 11 torpedo bombers are now prepared. And the other ones are currently deployed. Okay, that's fine. What have we detected, by the way? I'm not even paying attention. 2 battlecruisers, 3 destroyers, 1 battlecruiser. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're up against... Yeah. Do these have any... They do! Oh my gosh, this is perfect! For once, the game has gotten it exactly right. And this is like a really... I want to, first of all, really pause and enjoy this moment. Our carrier actually has escorts with anti-aircraft, which is so nice. It's so nice to have. Speaking of which, in the same way... Nope. Unfortunately, our battlecruisers are not in the same boat, but that's fine. Let's get these guys to be support. Line ahead. And I'm going to manually control these now as well and just start moving them west. So that's still the cap. And we want to actually angle south, I guess, because we want to push the units towards us, which is this way. Oops. Didn't get the right stuff. So still waiting on these guys to launch. They are preparing, I suppose. Spotting. 7 more minutes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, Graf Zeppelin, do your worst. All eyes on you. This is the first potential occurrence of, I mean, the first not potential. There's been several potential, but hopefully the first real instance of air involvement in a naval battle. I mean, you might even say the first real naval involvement. Well, I guess there was no action when the Russian torpedo bombers tried to bomb our fire Drucka. Nothing really came of that, so let's see if there's some kind of meaningful result from this one, which would make it very interesting. Let's get these guys down to 20. Here they go. They're taking off. Okay, so once they're done doing that, the Graf Zeppelin's already away. I'm going to send the rest of the group to attack the CVL one. So let's attack this with that group. Launch strike. And that'll take them a little bit of time, but so we're basically targeting both locations. And we're expecting, actually we want these units a little bit closer. No, they don't have any anti-aircraft. You guys don't have any anti-aircraft either. Yeah, so really we're just, if there's no cap, we're not in good shape. These are pretty good in the fact that they have a lot of anti-aircraft, light anti-aircraft, but they don't have any dual-purpose guns, despite that little, what that thing says. Do have an airship down here even. Those parasite fighters might even be useful. How much longer until this new group is ready? 11 more minutes. So they're flying overhead now, and we're going to go ahead and just start pursuing them. Scout line ahead. Okay, that's fine. And let's start moving west. We'll go up to 20. Everyone's capable of 20, no problems. And we'll start flying. Oh, okay, well, there they are. Okay, here they are. Our escorts are over. The naval strike is closing. Let's get up to speed. Around 25 is what I want combat speed to be set to. I'm still okay, even these guys are going to approach. Okay. I'm actually happy that we sent the other ones further away because they will go for the they'll be going for the light carriers, who so far have avoided. Oh, here we go. So this is really it this time. Are these both Schlichtings? They are. Fantastic. And these are very, very, very good ships. Alright. Here we go. Alright. 4 of our torpedo bombers have torpedo bombed the, what they called a heavy cruiser, but it's actually, yeah, it's a good one. The Frunz class. She's firing medium AA and light AA. That's pretty good. No aircraft were hit. Combined AA factor of 2, so not very much. So far, 3 more have made their run. And not a lot, no hits. It doesn't say anything about disruption or anything, so we're not sure if those things are happening. We'll turn in, by the way. We got him. The first success. This is a big moment. I'm grinning. Oh, we got another one. Oh, 2 more. So you can imagine this is just a brutal scene for the Russians, who, just as they come under fire from our battle cruisers, are trying to dodge, torpedoes. So far, I'm not complaining about those results at all. So, which ones have... I guess this one has taken 1 and this one has taken 2. This is just the kind of damage which should help us win this battle even more convincingly. Why do I say that? Because they'll start flooding. They'll have some flooding issues. And the Graf Zeppelin is probably preparing for the next launch now. There they are. The remainder, which is going out now, 11 more. And those are off probably to search for... I think that those might skip this and head actually towards the carriers. We had another report here that's not important. No, yeah. So the only reports we've had, these 4 reports, of the 4, the only one that mentioned seeing the light carriers is the one that we've sent our strike, our second strike to attack. And I'm feeling very confident in this battle so far, starting off with that advantage. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we're invulnerable. We certainly are vulnerable still. However, the big advantage that we have is that they should have a lower rate of fire since they're already flooding. Although, so far it's us landing light shells and them landing the heavy ones. But we have the wind on our side as if we needed more advantages. I do want to kind of pull away a little bit since we want the deck utilized. Our fire Drekkas are actually quite good as far as deck goes. Yeah, this is good. This is kind of what I wanted to see. So 20 knots, heavy damage. I do not believe the heavy damage report, but so we'll turn away. As long as we're still able to fire our shells, we should be okay. Ah, very good. Okay, so that we're maybe starting to come into our own here. 1 turret disabled. 1 turret disabled. Now they have their turrets spread out a little bit more, so 1 turret disabled doesn't mean much to them. Well, I'm curious if these are going to actually try to target these ships or not. We are landing hits now, which is good. Yep, still landing. 25. Get this group up to 22. It's nice having some light cruisers to operate with us as well, which should detract from the amount of damage we take from escorts. Recon coming back, which probably has spotted something new. So 1522, it's the same in both. So we did have a new spot here. This is 1446. I get kind of confused about what does it mean when it's 0000? Why does that happen? It's just very confusing. Yeah, I guess if you zoom in, it will say the time. Okay. Wish the time would correctly show over here. It would be very helpful. 1454. Well, that's very recent. So it looks like if our dive bombers, our torpedo bombers do head to the correct spot, I think they will find something there. Are they turning away? I'm surprised that they're hitting our belt from this far away, but maybe not too surprised. Okay. So the 11 did focus on these. Okay, so that means that we're going to go squad max. Oh, wow. Which is not what I was expecting to see there. We'll go back up to 25. We will push on the enemy then. Because what I'm suspecting is about to happen is they're going to take some hits. And they're going to have to dodge torpedoes. And what we really want to do is go find... In fact, speaking of finding... I do want this group pretty close because although we have a sizable cap, I'm a little bit worried about these light carriers. I really... Wow, there's nothing to do here. Okay, fair enough. So the combined AA is really non-existent. Oh, they torpedo bombed a destroyer. That's never going to work out well. Okay, so we want these guys leading the charge. They are. And you guys should open up as well. I think the Graf von Eisen, freshly repaired after her torpedo damage from the previous battle, is still actually running at full speed, but 20 out of 28, 19 out of 20. Yeah, so the Frederick von Grossa is incapable of the speed we want, most unfortunately. So we'll just get these light cruisers to charge in, hopefully clear the way. And all the while, we want our Graf Zeppelin, who is now launching new stuff. Start preparing 15, yes. Start getting these guys ready to strike. We're going to do a little bit of zigzagging here. Now, even forcing these ships to run fast should be good because they took torpedo damage, so we can maybe force some extra flooding. Mostly I just want these light cruisers to zoom in quickly and eliminate these destroyers. That's what I want to see. Oh, look at this! They're going on a naval strike. The flying boats. I don't know how effective that'll be, but... Just turn again. Hopefully annihilate that thing now. Also adjust course for these. Adjust course more. Adjust course back. Oh, they're turning in again. They're going. They're going for us. Is that because we have spotted, perhaps? No, that's definitely a destroyer. So it is time to line up the guns again. Let's get back. Well, actually, we're pretty much heading north, so let's just head north. Ah, okay. Why are you running? Don't, I didn't want you to run. No. Didn't get a chance to do anything. So, I don't know where these ships are, where these aircraft are approaching. Ah, okay, here they are. So they are kind of approaching. It's a little generous to say that they're approaching, but still getting there. And now this is where we're really going to put the hurt on them. So they're level bombing first a heavy cruiser, which there's no such thing. Could this be happening somewhere else? No, it's got to be these on the naval strike. I mean, we can plainly see. That's 14. It said 14 approaching, right? And this Badri getting hit is what I was waiting for. Oops. Wow, what's this havoc? So they're trying to drop bombs on targets which are already bobbing and weaving. So that's asking a lot, I would say. I'm gonna turn in here to prevent torpedoes. So now it's 13. One aircraft was destroyed, I saw on the side there. Okay, so what is the situation here? We have them ready. Okay. So let's get these ready. And let's launch. I mean, where do you launch? It's pretty obvious, right? Should be obvious. But let's take a look at what are the most recent scouting reports. Is there another one with... Aha. That's the one. In fact, that's the one I want to go for. 1555. Pretty convincing report. Launch. We won't be providing an escort, which seems a little bit unfortunate considering the circumstances. They're going up against things which almost surely do have fighter patrol above, but... Okay, the Spadri's down. Torpedo range is pretty large this late in the game, but... Okay, yeah, let's actually go ahead and encourage torpedo launching. But let's tell these cruisers not to launch quite yet. I think this guy is stuck in a spin. Or maybe still trying to avoid the naval bombers? I don't know, but there's still one Fruins we will be worrying about. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes going in the water, as I like. Quite like that. She's getting pummeled. Okay, let's move in. Let's move in. And move in. That should eliminate any of the torpedo trajectories which we were going to face. So this one is a goner, but we don't want the other one to escape either. Actually, go ahead and just pursue. Our chase armament should be good enough. I mean, we should be able to just pursue this one. And at the same time, while we can just blast this other one consistently with our side guns. And she's not in very good shape. In fact, she's incapable of returning fire now, at least with her primaries. I suppose this will be when we start launching some more torpedoes. There they go. And it's nice that we have a nice cap. Well, nice cap. We have at least something of a cap over our group here as well. And more more flying boats going in. Don't expect them to get much done, really don't. But oh, please hit, please hit. Okay, if anybody has any left, she's dead in the water. Now would be a really good time. Yes! Alright, finally. So we'll go ahead and march northwest with this group. We're still pursuing the last of the battle cruisers. And what we really want to see, though, what we'd really like to have happen is naval superiority enable us a victory against the last remaining the carriers that are out there. We'd like that to be a naval victory, a carrier victory. Okay, so if you're still attacking that one, let's go ahead and change targets manually to the one in front, and I can even do this very strictly manually by setting the target directly, like so. They will obey this direct order, at least from what I've seen. So probably are going to switch targets. They will use their secondaries against this one still. Obviously, she's going down. Wow, she's going down in a big, big way. And we're just going to use our destroyers here as anti-destroyer groups. It's fine with me. The fact that we're landing any hits is now happening against the correct one. That's perfect. She does have a nice chase or aft configuration. I use the word chase really nonsensically, or without knowing what I'm saying, at least naively, perhaps. This is a very strange ship. In fact, she doesn't have super firing forward. She only has super firing rear. That's bizarre. And very light on armor. So although she's 36,000 tons, I would say she's not. She's 36,000 tons, but I would say that our 38,000 tons is more than just, 7% better. A lot better. Maybe 15 or 20% better. Better armor, better guns, better pizza, Papa John's, right? For those of you who live in the United States, this is a commercial. It's in my brain. The advertising has worked. Ooh, wow. Well, that's a hell of a shot. I don't know who launched that one, but that is a hell of a shot. Kind of wanted her to pull off anyway. How's her flooding? 260. So we'll just drop her down right away. And our nearest port, not too far away. We'll take her off entirely, in fact. Max, which is full speed. Perfect. Okay, so as soon as you are capable of reducing your speed, please do so. Now, I mean, that must have been from, we'll have to look and see if it was the Bezpashnadny or whatever. Had to be, though. I can't imagine what else would have hit it. So, did we launch our attack yet? There they are. Okay, just have done it. And that means that, yep, we have 10 ready. Now, what I want to do is a bit of an experiment here. Just look. Okay, so they're going that way. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment here. I'm going to launch these at a trajectory. I mean, not a trajectory, but a place. Launch them here. Launch strike. Should take them a little bit, but see if that's effective. I'm not sure if it is. So I think that might be the carriers there. Okay, let's get you, now that you've peeled off even like at all, let's get you to slow down. Flooding is down to 167, which I'm happy to see. Okay, so where's this happening though? I really wish I knew. Just limiting flooding, so air combat. The cap attack, ooh. They're attacking our, actually, I can't remember our plane statistics. Can I pull it up? Is there any way to view the different airplanes? I don't think so, unfortunately, but if I'm not mistaken, our flying boats actually have a fair amount of punch to them. They may not be total scrubs. Good, we avoided that one, I'm glad. So now it's mano a mano. 2 super firing forward versus 2 super firing rear, although we do have an extra gun per turret. I think we will go after these guys. Our accuracy is surprisingly poor against the destroyers. Let's kick this up to squad max. Oh no. They're going after the destroyer. Well, you know, this is just what happens, I guess, sometimes. So even though we did ask them to attack way over here, they didn't do that. Perhaps Zeppelin might even get herself into danger here if we're not careful. And we launched all of our aircraft, though, so we don't have anything else to talk about. And not surprisingly, our naval strike... Oh, they're going in against the... brother. Not ideal. Well, I guess there's no better time like the present than to set these guys loose. And they are already doing their thing. We do have a cap, so we will be able to still be relatively effective against an incoming attack. You not able to fire, or are you low on ammunition? Okay, so you're... The superimposed can still fire, and she is, but the other one only has access to heavy explosive. Yeah, so they're definitely coming in. Please... Oh, who did I just direct? Okay, you keep going that way. Please do not focus on the same target. Okay, that's good. Oh god, no. No! She controlled her flooding. Get up! Ten torpedo bombers. 8, 9 more. Yeah, we really need to get this thing wherever it is. And I know exactly what we're going to do. Ah, okay. So that's which one? It is, okay. Well, that's going to make this job a little bit easier. Not completely, but a little bit at least. Come on, Cap. Do your job, Cap. So they decided to torpedo bomb the Niederson. That's an interesting choice. What's going on here? I'm not really sure what's happening. So I want to get people over to the Frederick de Grossa as fast as possible. All the while, we're still scanning around for this missing light cruiser, or light carriers. 2 of them. And this thing, see, it's still causing problems. What the heck is going on here? I don't even know. Did you guys... You're in line ahead? How's this line ahead? What the hell's going on? Chaos reigns. Get this one to return to port. We will slow her down to like 12. I don't think she'll blow a bulkhead going 12. Okay, so I'll get you to help out as much as possible. You should turn away from the torpedoes. Actually, just keep cranking. Now turn back. Good. Are we landing hits against the one? This is already the one that's destroyed, if I'm not mistaken. There's still one out here. Oh, wow. She just sped off. Okay. We left the Graf Zeppelin alone. Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about the Graf Zeppelin. Who cares about her? Why would you care about the Graf Zeppelin? Oh, yeah. I see. You're picking up survivors. Okay. So there's still the cruisers out there, though. The carriers. God, I can't speak properly. And I really want them. Okay, this is what we have to do. Did they already leave? Oh, some dive bombers. Where the hell are they coming from? All right, well, we'll play this game. I don't want to, but we gotta look. We gotta look. Okay, should we put anybody after that destroyer? I don't know. She's got only one gun destroyed. I don't like the destroyers, but look it. I also really much more important is finding this carrier. Where did the dive bombers go? Did they just disappear? I don't know what happened to them. Okay, so let's attach you to the Frederick de Grossa. And you will be a support all the way home. Very good. Not sure why you're doing that. No. Seems like I gave the correct order, but it's not being followed. Let's try this again. Not really sure. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to let that just happen for now. Even the Graf Zeppelin's getting in. She's launched her guns! So we don't know where we're looking for this last thing. I wanted to follow the aircraft back. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see where they were coming from and try to follow them back. Actually, I don't really care. The light cruisers are more important to chase off these destroyers, which are still pretty threatening. We're just going to kind of fan out and search for this missing aircraft carrier. Well, there's 2 of them, in fact. But good. I think that she's come to her senses. Graf's up and really happy to get involved here. She's like, I have these 6-inch guns, I'm gonna use them, damn it. Yeah, that's not what I care about. We got him. Okay, we got him. We got him. And in fact, we have the best stuff right in the way. They are trying to flee, but we caught a glimpse. We're radioing ahead. All ships converge on this position. Get the light cruisers to help out against, potentially against this destroyer that's making a beeline for us. In fact, I'll pull this destroyer back as well. Do want some protection. Yeah, she's going for us. Let's turn south. Good. As soon as we can here, we will engage. There it is. And I think that means that there's still another carrier out there. What? What are we attacking? Why are we suddenly taking off? Is this like an automatic response when you see an air? Like did I order this like ages ago or something? I wonder what happened. 47 aircraft. That's still really impressive to me. Like if you think about it, they can hold 47 aircraft. My Graf Zeppelin can hold 47 aircraft. What? That can't be right. The Graf Zeppelin is 17,000 tons. This cannot be correct. It has 4-inch belt, 2-inch deck. This cannot be correct. 21 knots versus like 24? Is that where all this space is? No, our max speed is 22. WTF, I actually cannot explain this. How is this design legal? Let's go, after this I'm going to try to reproduce this design. 21 knot, 9,100 ton, 47 aircraft. I don't think this is possible. Just based on the fact that I made the Graf Zeppelin, which is not, it's like it was supposed to be relatively efficient. It does have the 6-inch guns, but still. Oh, we got him finally. Good, 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 good. Switch back. Got her. I don't think that, I mean, the good news is, at least, it won't take many 16-inch shells to bring her down. But, alright, Graf Zeppelin, let's see what you have available. Nothing. You are launching a strike, though. Okay, so let's actually pull you off entirely. Slow you down to 20. Just save yourself. Send you back over here. That's the cap. This is the strike. Okay, we got one for sure. Cruiser's misunderstood, but she's still landing hits. Okay, that's all I wanted. That's fine. When you're done, just come back this way. That first carrier's a goner, no doubt about it. And this is apparently a different carrier. 26 knot. This is not possible. Don't say that. There's no armor on this one. It could be. Let's just find out for ourselves. Let's do a little bit of a test. If it's something anywhere close, then it's probably reasonable. I don't know enough about carrier designs. I mean, I really shouldn't be saying. So this one's certainly already a goner. She's taken enough heavy hits that I think she's already dead. On fire. She's definitely not much use to anyone. Let's switch our guns over to the next carrier. S'il vous plaît. These are going... I mean, I launched this... I asked for this request so long ago that I'm sure we're not going to get things in the right area. But slow down the Frederick de Grosse down to 10 now that we're not worried at all about anything happening. We're still targeting the wrong one. So I will have to do this manually then. Okay, manually target that. I mean, that was great and everything, doing that hit. But this is probably sinking. And if not, we can always send our destroyers against it. In fact, might as well do that immediately. Yeah, I mean, the 6-inch guns are just going to finish her off anyway. Just want to make sure, confirm that she doesn't have any torpedoes. She doesn't. So we just go straight. Does not matter. Do not need to do anything about her. And this one should be really slow. 26 knots actually is pretty fast. Gonna zip along. She's dead. It's going to be nighttime soon. Will our aircraft find their target? No, they're already heading home. Okay, fair enough. So the only thing we're going to try to do then is sink this this one light carrier before nighttime rolls in. Hopefully we're close enough that... Oh, we're just not close enough. Ah, she disappeared. Okay, save your torpedoes, frankly. That's good. I mean, launching that one should be enough. Assuming it hits. Did not, but that's fine. Okay, you don't have to save your torpedoes. Go ahead and go crazy. Still looking for this one. We don't want to spend too much time going straight either. Alright, that is a fine spread. Tell you to conserve your torpedoes now. Really wish we had our light cruisers here. Okay, that's certainly enough to doom her. We are doing some damage to these. Okay, there she is. She is headed north. Okay. Well, that happens to play into our hands for the battlecruiser, but we're still moving parallel these guys, and that's not good from a torpedo's perspective. Although constantly changing angle will be good for us. And hell, you know, these destroyers are worth something as well. Oh my god, 53 minutes. It's impossible to fight a battle and keep it under 50 minutes. Somehow. The good news is, all that heavy explosive ammo that we hadn't used before, we now can use. Should be able to gun her now. Let's turn back. They're slowly closing in. That's a very bold run, so I'm going to turn in and then turn away. And turn back in. So are we still aiming for this ship? No. That's very silly. Please. There's only one thing that matters. It's this aircraft carrier. We've sunk this one for sure. There it is. Finally, a 16-inch shell lands. Don't know if that by itself is going to be enough to... Damn it anyhow. These damn destroyers are so crazy. Alright. That is going to be... Yeah. Enough to sink that one. Enough to sink that one. We know where she is. Alright. We got him. Everything's going to work out in the end. The only thing which is not going to work out is this one destroyer might get away. Okay, we're rounding her up. Let's go down to slow here. Rounding up the shot. Here comes the angle. And first one, torpedoes away. Wow. Well, I can't say I was expecting that. Second, torpedoes away. Friendly ships in line of fire. Look, your line of fire is going to take you, like that ship, unless it goes in reverse, which is going to be very difficult for it to suddenly do. Guess maybe they're talking about the Hawkfall, the Havkall? Not sure exactly. But hey, oh, wow. The heck? I'm not even sure what happened there. But that's fine. It is... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's one way of ending her. This is taking her back towards my battle cruiser, which means probably bad things for her and good things for us. So that should be the end of this fight now. Fighter, fighter, fighter. Boarding! Parties! Launch! And that's how you do it. So we got pretty lucky here. We're going to slow everyone down to 20. And slowly move away. We didn't ever launch a torpedo though. Oh, and we have someone else here. Let's go launch torpedoes. Yeah. Oh, they have no torpedoes. You guys have torpedoes. Okay, you guys go back. Don't launch torpedoes now. Old torpedo fire, good. So its unidentified ship is still, I guess, burning in the background. We can see it off in the distance. And that one's surely a goner now. Okay, so an interesting battle. Certainly was an interesting one. And this video is almost going to be an hour long by the time we finally draw it to a close. I suppose that as soon as we torpedo this thing, it may even come to a close. I don't know if there are any other Russian ships in the area, which is one of the end conditions. Let's get these guys to launch torpedoes whenever they can. Am I not seeing this? Are we not able to identify this ship from that far away? Even though it's a aircraft carriers should probably be a little bit easier to distinguish. I don't know, there's just something about their structure which is a little bit different. I think that maybe they should be a little bit easier to determine. But no, this aircraft carrier is very difficult for our destroyers to identify somehow. We don't know what it is. We think it's a battleship. Well, 4 torpedoes later, it doesn't really matter what it is. So there must have been another destroyer which got away. In which case, we'll just speed up to fast or whatever. Thankfully, we have an escort there. You're zipping a little bit. Nah, you're not doing too bad. You're doing okay. And we'll just wait for this to come to a close. So, 58 minutes, the longest video I've had. This may even almost should have been a 2-parter. But that's it. 2 battlecruisers, 2 light carriers, and 6 of the 7 destroyers down. A major victory. We'll very quickly kind of take a look at the stats here. She did make it, but yeah, heavy damage and all that. I think that we want to see who did the torpedo. Yeah, the Gromkey. That was one of the particular ones, which was yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Very good event for us. The first time aircraft were used effectively. And hopefully that won't be a one-off event. Hopefully this is a recurring trend and gets only better and better for the Germans. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care.